Hello, welcome to Pat's Card Corner. I am going to share with you tonight a paper pumpkin from this month. And so this is July's paper pumpkin. And we are going to make the projects that are in it. And first I'm going to show you everything that's in the box, and then we're going to get started. So if you don't know what Paper Pumpkin is, it is a monthly subscription kit. Everything in this box is what you will need to make whatever projects are inside. It's always a surprise. They give you a few hints of what's inside, usually ink colors, colors of the cardstock, and of course there's always a theme. So this week, this theme is called Summer Nights. So let's see what's inside. Okay. So it always comes up nice and wrapped. I've actually unwrapped it because I did take some of the stuff out. So this is what you get in your kit. So in every kit, you always get a stamp set. So this stamp set this month is Summer Nights. So these are actually little fireworks. There's some little lanterns. This is a little firefly or lightning bug. And then there's a whole bunch of sentiments that go with it. They also give you an ink spot. It's a different color every month. So if you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, during the 12-month times, they don't repeat the colors. So at the end of 12 months, you will have 12 different colors of ink spots. This month's is Blackberry Bliss. Okay, let's see what else is in here. These are like, instead of cards, they're like little postcards. So you can make postcards out of them. There's 3 different ones. You can see. They look like Starry Nights because the theme is Summer Night. So there you have. So this project kit has 9. So this will make 9 cards. Okay. They also give you envelopes. So you have 9 envelopes to mail your cards. This is some Night of Navy thread. I'm gonna take it out of the package here. A little bit of thread that we'll need. They also give you a small thing of Stampin' Dimensionals to use, and these are little glue dots. So if you don't have your own adhesive, you can use these glue dots to attach all the things on your card. So let's put that aside. Then this is extra special. They also give you, I think there's 12, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, nope, 10. 10, and these are little luminary bags. So if you open them up, we're actually going to stamp on the bags. You can see that they make little bags. They've got like a firework display on it, and we're going to make some of those. They give you some embellishments. These are really cool big gold stars because, you know, Starry Nights, you got to have stars in the sky. There's also a bunch, there's several of these. They're vellum, but they've got gold all around them. They're really very nice. Because when you catch lightning bugs in the summer, what do you put them in? You put them in a jar. So we have some jars, and then we have lightning bugs and lanterns. So you actually get 4 sheets of these, which is quite a few. So you actually have a lot extra than what you are going to actually need to make your project. So you can make more projects with these when you're done. So there's actually 4 of these, and you can see they actually just punch out. And I'm gonna do that in just a minute. Then they also give you 2 sheets of tags for sentiments, and you can see there's 3 different shapes. I'm gonna pull these apart actually while we're doing this. Take these apart. So you actually get 3 different ones. These are actually, if you like these shapes, all these 3 shapes actually are part of a die set called, I've got to find it, called Tasteful Labels. So this one here is this one. You can see where they go. This one is actually this one, and then this one is the one that goes right here. So if you like the shapes of these, you can always buy this die set and make your own. Okay, let me, I'm going to finish taking the ones out of this sheet since I already started. So they give you quite a few. You actually have extra. So if you make a mistake, you can stamp some more, or you have extra for more cards. So we don't need that. Let's throw that away. And so they actually give you 2 sheets of those. I'm actually going to pull these apart now too while I'm in here talking to you. So, and then the best part is the last part, is because you have to know how to put these cards together. So they give you directions, and they also have pictures on the front of the projects that you're going to make with your kit. So this is the outside, and then on the inside they have all the directions of what you need to do to put them together, how to stamp them, some tricks and hints of things to do to make your projects go together easier. So that's what's in the box. And this month was also a special month because they had a special add-on kit that you could purchase that was just cards and envelopes. You got 20 cards and 20 envelopes, and I'm going to show you those. So these are regular cards, you know, that you can fold and make into cards. Very nice quality. And they have scenes that are similar to the other ones, so they look like Starry Nights. So you get 3 different designs with that. This is the second one, and let's see, and this is the third one. And then there are envelopes that go with, and the envelopes have designs, fireflies. These are actually little fireflies. I don't know if you can see very well. Try to hold them up a little bit. So there's 3 different colors of the envelopes. So these are Calypso Coral, these are Coastal Cabana, and then these are Blackberry Bliss, but they coordinate with the 3 different cards you have. These are a great deal. They were $10, and you get 20 cards and 20 envelopes, so that's like 50 cents a piece. So those are a special add-on, and you can order those directly from the Stampin' Up website, and they're only available while supplies last. So go get yours today. So I'm going to remove the box and that, and I'm going to put the directions where I can see them, and we're going to start making some of these cards. So we are going to actually make this one first. As soon as I find my paper, we are. And let's go. Okay, so we have 3 designs, and I'm going to pull out the 3 because I'm just going to make 1 of each. You can actually make 9, but we're just going to make 1 of each tonight. So you're going to have to do the rest on your own if you have a kit. So let's do, we want this one. We're going to do the one that has a jar. So we're going to need 1 of these jars. And we're going to need some of our fireflies too. So I'm going to go ahead and punch some of those out. So if you have your kit also, you can start punching some of yours out so you will be ready to make your cards along with me. So the Paper Pumpkin, you can subscribe to this. It is $22 a month. You can buy just a 1-month subscription. You can buy a 3-month, a 6-month, or a 12-month. Or you can just subscribe and be a month-to-month where they actually just automatically send it to you. If you decide you don't want to do it all the time, then you can just stop it temporarily and then start it back up when you're ready to do more. So I'm just going to punch out all the ones from this page. We have 4 of these, but I don't need all 4, obviously, but we are going to use quite a bit of these for this card or the other card. Now this is a fun piece right here, because what do you think of on summer nights? Maybe you have a fair or a carnival that comes to your town. It's a nice little Ferris wheel, and it's actually, I'm not sure if you can tell, but shine it up and down. There, it's actually got a little gold in it, so it kind of glimmers a little bit. I'm just going to put that up there. And there's also some tiny little stars that are here too. So There we go. So that's what you get just in one sheet. So you can imagine you have 4 of these. So you have lots of extra projects to get. Actually, I read somewhere that if you bought the extra cards and envelopes, that there were enough extra supplies from this kit that you could actually make 23 more cards. So that's even 3 more than they gave you. Okay, I don't need these right now. I'll put all this other stuff out of the way, and we're going to get stamping. So they give you this stamp set. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take, I'm going to take that off for a moment. I'm going to take the fireworks one off and put it on a block. This is a fun one. So we'll be ready to stamp. Now this does come with a small stamping block, but because I have the larger one, I'm just going to save the smaller one for later, maybe give it away to somebody, and I'm going to just use my larger one to do. If you do have the small one, the best way to ink up your stamps with it is to just, once you open the lid, turn upside down and just put the ink on it like this, and that will do it. So, but because I have the bigger one, I'm going to use that, and we're just going to, let's see, yep, that's the sky. We're just going to stamp a few fireworks in the sky because it is summertime. And then our jar is going to go just kind of about here. It's okay if we have extra, but I'm actually going to put, there is a small firefly stamp in here. And you can stamp some fireflies underneath. And I'm going to stamp one so you can see what it looks like. It's really actually very cute. I'm going to stamp it right here. See, there you go. And there's also a teeny weeny little stamp. I'm not sure if you can see this. It's very small. That, if you stamp it in yellow, it's going to make a little tail like your firefly is lit up. And it's going to make a little, little lit up firefly or lightning bug. I think it depends on what part of the country you're from, as whether or not you call them fireflies or lightning bugs. So, I'm actually going to put some of these fireflies in here because I think they just show up a little better. So now it'll look like I have little fireflies in my jar. So I'm just going to actually glue those in. They do give you little glue dots, but I'm going to save those and use them for something else. Maybe I'm just going to use some of my glue. And I'm just going to put a couple in here. I'm just gluing them in flat. If I put them on dimensionals, then my jar would not stick down. That's about right. Maybe I'll put one more in there. When my girls were little, they used to love to catch fireflies. Except for, I call them fireflies. I don't know if I'm a firefly or a lightning bug girl. Either one. So there you go. And this is not on the directions, but I just think it needs a little something. I think you need a little string around the top of your jar. So I'm just going to put a little around the top of mine. Just going to tie it. And a knot. Hello. All right, I had some, there we are, little blue dots. Here we go. Actually, I'm just gonna put a glue dot right in the middle of my jar here, right where I want the ribbon or my string to go. So when I tie it around once, right where it's gonna tie, I'm just gonna squish it down right there, and that way I can tie the bow and the rest of it doesn't get too loose, it doesn't come undone, just makes it real easy to tie my bow. Oh, there we go. We're just gonna, there, see, doesn't that look cute? All right, these part of those off a little bit. Ah! Pulled on my bow. Almost undid it there. Try that again. There we go. Okay, so we are going to put this on. If you use glue, it'll kind of show, so I am going to use some of these little glue dots that they gave you and just put them on the corners. As soon as I get it on there, I will. That doesn't want to go on. It's come off on my finger. Glue dot on me, not on them. Here, we'll do it this way. There we go. Let's try another one. Nope, it's stuck on me again. Okay, let's do, let me try if I do it this way. That might be easier. Yep. Put 2 at the bottom. Another one at the bottom. I'm going to put 1 on each side too, just to kind of hold it down a little bit. These have a little protective piece of paper on it, so once you take those off, there is like a little glue dot underneath. So, and there we go. And we're just going to stick that down on the front. And there you go, got some fireflies in the jar. And one of the other things that this stamp set has on, if you were having a party and wanted to give out a little invitation, you would just flip this over. There's a little line on here to make a party invitation, and there are some, I'll put them this way, there's an RSVP, a when, a where, so you can actually make this, and has a you're invited, it's a party, you can actually make this as a party invitation. So I'm going to put it's a party on it, and we're going to use one of these tags. A little block to put this on. I use my grid paper to kind of line up the stamps before I put them on the block, so it makes it easy to make sure that we're just going to put it's a party. I'm going to put mine right up here so I don't cover up my fireflies, and I'm going to put them, they give you little dimensionals, so I'm going to put those on dimensionals. Get it started here. There we go. And I'm going to put them on both the ends, but I'm also going to put some in the middle, just so it doesn't kind of collapse down in the middle. And then this is the easiest way I've found to get the little papers off the back. So you have a little pokey tool and you just poke it in and pull it off. And they come right off. Oops, except for that one didn't come off. There we go. Much faster. So I'm going to put this up here because it's a party. And then I think I'm going to add a few more of these fireflies flying around, so maybe they're trying to get a hold of their friend. There we go. Got dots stuck on me here too. Hold on. There we go. Make sure I put them right side up so they're not flying upside down. Just going to throw a couple on these on here. And I'll put him up here. I think I'm going to put one more on top of here. Except for I think I'm just going to glue him on. And let's put him over here. There we go. And there you have it. That's your first finished card or postcard. And like I said, they do come with envelopes, so you can just put them right in the envelope and they're ready to send out. You can write on the back if you want. And or you can also, this is what I did with the other one, I actually just put it on a piece of cardstock just to make a regular card out of it. So you can do either one. So this is one that I made before. This is a new one. So they're a little different. I put so you can make either one. They look different, but they're the same thing. There you go. Okay, that's number one. Now let's use this cute little Ferris wheel. So this one kind of goes really well with this, I think. So we're gonna just take this whole piece, flip it over, put some dimensionals on the back. You can see that these cards go together pretty quick and easy. So it's not gonna take you a lot of time. Plus they give you all the things that you need to put them together, which is great. So you don't have to go hunting for supplies, you don't have to look for ink, you don't have to look for anything. It's all in the box. And let's get this back out again. Since that goes a little faster, trying to get all these off. And after you craft a while, all these little things, you're gonna find them everywhere. They like to travel with you from room to room. So, and then just going to put this right along the bottom. And there you go. That one. Okay. And then we're going to take one of these and I'm going to stamp it with, where's the other stamps? This stamp here, and it says, "Oh, the summer nights are all alight with everything magic and bright." You can't tell that now, but just wait till I stamp it, then you'll be able to see it. So let's figure out which way is up and down. That one's down. Kind of lay it down there. Put your block on top, picks it right up. Just gonna stamp. We're just going to stamp right on here. Okay. There we go. And then that's going to go on our card here. I'm actually going to, I think I'm going to put that on dimensionals too, but I'm also going to stamp one of the other stamps that comes with the set. There's like a teeny little, I guess it's like a remnant of a firework maybe, and or it could look like a teeny little flower. I'm just going to stamp some of those on here just to kind of give it a little fun on here. And kind of add a little bit to it. And I'm going to put this on dimensionals also. And then we're going to take the backing off. Oh, that just flew off. And then we're going to put this on top of our... And I'm going to kind of slide it under the Ferris wheel just a tad here. I could see, put it back in the middle here so you can see. There you go. And I think we need some extra stars. So there are a bunch of little, teeny little extra stars in here. And you can just glue them down, or these dimensionals will fit right on the back. So I'm dimensionals. Star, my sky, some little stars. I'm going to do a couple of these, but I almost forgot. Oh, those got stuck together. I'm going to put this one up here. Almost forgot about these. These came in the kit. Get quite a few too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you get 50 of these. So they are adhesive on the back. I'm gonna stick it on here so it doesn't stick to my hand too much. And they will also just stick right on your, actually they're pretty big, you can just stick them right on. There you go. And there you have it. So you can leave it plain as a postcard like this. And this is the one I did previously. Actually, I stamped more of the other little flowers around, but I put it on a piece of Calypso Coral, which is the color that's down here, to make it more like a regular card. So you can see that it's just a regular card. Or you can just leave it just like this and write a little note on the back and you're done. That can also be an invitation too. Like, take me to the fair. All right, so we have one more to make, and we're going to use this piece, and we're going to stamp a few more fireworks, and then we're going to put a lot of these little lanterns on it. So I'm going to stamp some down here. You can go off the paper too, so you just have a partial one. You don't have to do them all right on the papers. Okay, lots of little fireworks. We're going to use one of this little piece, and we're going to stamp that same sentiment on the back. And got a shadow on here. There you go. I'm going to put that on last. We're going to make a little hanging lanterns. So need about 5 of these. Let's do different ones. Do different colors. Got a blue one, a purple one. There's another blue, darker blue. And let's do one of these. So you can see, I didn't punch out the middle, so they look like little hanging lanterns. We're going to take a piece of this string. Actually, the directions say 2 pieces, so we're going to do just like the directions. So they say 2 4-inch pieces. So take 4-inch pieces. Measure it down here. It's 1. Let's get one more. There we go. And if you tie a knot in each end, just kind of like just a little knot. And you can put a glue dot on the knot, and then we'll glue this onto the card. But we are going to string some of the lanterns on it first before we do that, as soon as I get my knots done anyway. So there we go. Put a little knot on this end, and let's see. Then I also have a couple alternate cards to make with this when we're done. And I'm not sure if anybody's watching because I can't, for some reason on my iPad, I can't see comments on here, which is not good. So I hope you're watching. If you're watching, comment. I'll comment back later. Please share this if you'd like. Please like it. That's always good. I like it when people like things I do. So we're going to put our kind of strings this way. We're going to have a meet at the top and the middle. So I'm going to take one of the glue dots that they gave us, and I'm going to put it right as close to the middle as I can get it. I have grid paper, so that kind of helps. It's this way. Put it right up there. Take the little, make sure it sticks down there. No, it doesn't want to, it's not cooperating with me. There we go. You can't see it, but it's there. So I'm just going to press that one into there, and my other one along the other side. You can tell they're stuck. And then we're going to string some lanterns on here. Let's move these out of the way. Let's see. Let's put the purple one in the middle. I'm going to put 3 on one side because I'm going to have one in the middle, and then 3 on the other. So we'll put. So once I get them, once you string your string kind of about down here. So we're going to kind of make them look like they kind of like hanging on a string. So I'm going to put that one maybe about here. So I'm going to make my string a little bit smaller. So I'm going to use another glue dot on the side here. And kind of press it down here. Get the backing off. Here we go. And I'm going to kind of stick that on there, cover that up. And kind of string our things along. We're actually going to put some dimensionals on the back of these once I get them all on here. So I'm going to put 2 on this side. You can hang as many as you want. And then I'm going to put another glue dot on this other side. These are really cute cards, by the way. At least I think so. Uh-oh, where'd my glue dot go? No. Oh, it's right there. It's stuck right on there. It was hiding from me. Kind of trying to put it even about with the other side. So, and get that off. There we go. Take the little knot, put it right in the middle, kind of squish it up there, and now these are ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to flip them all upside down like this, so I can put a dimensional on the back, and then I'm going to place them where I want them. So it'll look like they're hanging from the string, but they're not actually hanging all the way from the string. So you're just gonna, you could probably just put one on the back, one in the middle of each one. And I'm actually going to start with the one at the top so we can get him in the middle. Kind of put him right there. And then just kind of go down. Just kind of not really pressing him down yet in case I want to move him around. But I think this one needs to go, he needs to go a little lower. Maybe put this. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the side. Take the back off. Put you down here first. About here. And this one about there. And then I have my sentiment to put on here. Actually, I'm going to put this one in the middle. It's a little, you're going to see it's a little bit different than the one I did earlier when I was just trying to put them together, but that's okay. Everybody puts theirs together a little bit different, so everybody's looks different. They don't all have to look the same. That's kind of the fun thing about making cards, is that not everybody's, even you might have the same design, but your cards come out different. So I'm actually going to put this right in the middle. There we go. And there you have it. There's the last one. So like I did the other ones, this is the one that I did earlier. You can see it's more on the side, and I probably had my string up a little bit higher. So, but if you want to make it like a regular card, instead of just these card fronts fit exactly on the front of a piece of cardstock that's folded. This I folded mine this way. This is 4 1/4 by 11, and then it's scored at 5 1/2 and just folded in half. So there you go. And those are your 3 cards that you make with the kit. And now I'm going to show you, whoops, hold on. So there they are. There's 2. Where's my last one? There's the last one. So there you are. Those are the 3 designs that they came up with, but you can also do some alternate designs too. But first, I'm going to show you how to stamp on the tea light bags. So these are the bags. obviously they have, they are die cut out. If you stamped right on them, then you would have ink on the inside of your bag. So you don't really want to do that. So let me find a smaller piece here. Get my paper cutter. I'm just going to make it, let's see, how wide is this? This is, okay, it's about a 3-inch piece of paper. You can just do, you know, any kind of copy paper, you know, paper from your printer, and you're just going to slide it into the bag so that you're covering up where those lines are, so that when you stamp on it, you aren't stamping on the other parts of the bag, on the inside of the bag. So I'm actually going to, because this kind of looks like a firework, we're going to stamp some fireworks on here. And I'm just going to do 3 of them. You just pull that out, you can see where it went through. Do a little decorating with our stars. I'm actually going to put one there and put one there. So this is just really super simple. However you want to decorate it, you can put as many stars as you want or as less as you want, and then you can put a little tea light candle in here. They make battery operated ones if you're, you know, want to do these with your kids, so that you know, you don't want them playing with fire and accidentally burn anything. But you can buy little battery operated ones. These also would make really cute treat bags, where they can see a little bit of the treat inside. All you'd need to do is just put a little hole in the top or 2 holes in the top, thread some ribbon through it, tie it closed, and you have a cute little treat bag for a party. So, you know, put some pieces of candy in it. You could put little muffins in it, you know, just any little treat that you want to give out to somebody. So there you go. So now you have, this is all the 4 projects that come with the kit. It makes 9 cards, 3 of each design, and there are 10 of these bags. So you can use them for party favor bags, or you can use them like luminaries, like they wanted. That shows that. All right, so now I'm going to show you just something fun that you can do with the supplies in this kit that is just a little bit different. So remember I told you that there were envelopes that had that came with the extra stuff, and use it as a piece of paper. So I'm actually going to cut apart the envelope and use it, and we're going to make this little card right here. So it's really easy to do. All you need to do, let me take that off. So I actually opened up the envelope. All you need to do is, this is the cutting line. You're just going to barely cut the end off. You can do this with your paper trimmer. It's real easy. Just cutting a real tiny little piece off the end. And we're going to do that on the other side also with scissors, but this is just much easier to do. We're going to cut that end off. And because I don't want the edge on there, I'm going to cut it white. So we're just going to kind of cut that right off. Hopefully I have that about straight. So it's about where the 1/4 inch line is where the fold of your envelope was. If you cut it about there, it's just about right to be right at the edge. And then I'm going to cut a little bit off of here and a little bit off of this side. And you can line it up on the lines here, so you make sure that you're cutting straight lines. And there you have it. So the piece that I want to put on my card, this behind it, I have a piece of Night of Navy cardstock. This piece is 5 1/4. Excuse me. This way, I make this piece of our design paper a 1/4 inch smaller. So we're going to make this 3 3/4. And then we're going to turn it the other way, and we're going to cut it at 5. Okay, so there we have it. And then the little piece that you have left over, you have enough to, this is where it folds, so I'm actually going to cut that off right where it folds. And because there's a little corner here, you can actually cut it about 3/4 of an inch. And then we're going to turn it this way. We're going to cut off just a little bit off the end, and then we're going to make this 4 inches wide, and it's going to fit on the inside of our card, so we'll have something to decorate the inside of our card. So that's going to be 1 inch. You can do a 1/2 inch if you'd like to make it skinnier. It's just a small piece, just trying, or you can even use this piece too. So I put my cutter away, and we're going to put the card together. So this is just real easy. We're just going to attach these two pieces, and I have a tape runner here. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on the back. So attach that to the front of this. This is a piece of Coastal Cabana, and we're just going to attach that to the front. But before we do that, I'm going to put a little piece of ribbon around it. This is retired ribbon, but I just love gingham ribbon. You can use any ribbon you have that matches, whatever you want. I'm just going to, actually gonna just kind of wrap it around. So, get that out of the way here. That's kind of about where I want it. About there. I'm gonna flip it over. There we go. Just gonna put a little adhesive on here. Hold it over so it sticks. And you want to make sure it's even. You can kind of tell where your grid lines are on your paper. There you go. Okay, now I'm going to put it on the back of my card. And I'm going to use dimensionals. I'm actually going to use some bigger ones that I have. Just because this is a big piece, so the bigger ones work a little bit better. So I'll put 6 of them on here. Take off the backing. You can see this card goes together really quick too. Oh, there we go. One more. There we go. Make sure I have it right side up. That's always helpful, isn't it? Just going to put that on. And this one I'd actually cut an extra piece, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of these that we stamp on, and I'm going to stamp the sentiment on it. I did it in Night of Navy, so I'm going to get some Night of Navy. I'm going to clean off my ink pad as soon as I find my, what do I do with it? As soon as I find the thing to clean my stamps with, right here. This is my piece of chamois. It's going to clean it right off. Sitting right next to me, I couldn't even see it. There we go. I'm going to stamp this in Night of Navy. Yep, there you go. And if you have something that you think is just kind of too white and you want it to have some background and you don't have any extra, you can use your ink pad to do that with, and just a small little sponge. Use this one. And I've used this with red. There isn't any red on it. You can see the edge. It's kind of like you're scraping the sponge with it. And it just kind of gives a nice little border around your piece. Real simple, real easy to do. And now I'm going to put that on my card with some dimensionals, because you know I like dimensionals. Then we're going to add a few of the fireflies from our kit. And I'm going to tie a little bow and then we'll be done. These go together really fast. This is it's just kind of a fun thing to do. I like to cut things up that you aren't supposed to cut up. So maybe that's it. Take a few fireflies. Them on. I'm going to glue this one on. Okay. Put him on there. And these I'm actually going to put on dimensional so they don't get lost in all the other. I'm not sure if you can tell, but the design of that paper is all tiny little fireflies. So you can make one of these in each of the colors. All those envelopes come in this color. They come in the Calypso Coral and also the Blackberry Bliss. So you could have three sets and give them away as a set of cards. Look really cute. All right, and I'm just gonna tie a bow. I like to leave my ribbon attached to my thing. I use up less ribbon that way. And just gonna tie a quick bow. Oop, almost got the end stuck inside there. There we go. Kind of got short tails on him. Okay, I'm just going to angle the end of that and the end of this side, and then I'm just going to use my other glue dots. Just press the bow right on the glue dot, pull it off, the glue dot comes with it, press it right down on your card, and it'll stay right there. There you go. And now we're going to add, this is a piece of Whisper White that is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and it's going to go right inside of our card just like that. And we're going to take the piece that we cut earlier, and I'm just going to put it right along the bottom, just to kind of decorate the inside a little bit. Excuse me. Put it all the way at the bottom. You can put that on, and then we're just going to adhere that to the inside of our card, just like that. And you've got plenty of room to write. You can stamp a message if you want. If you have something you'd like to stamp inside there, happy birthday, whatever. There you go. So there's your card. All right, and I have one more project to tell you too. And this is actually, we're going to do this with make luminaries with your cards out of them. So you will need your paper trimmer again, and we're going to move these out of the way here. We're going to just cut just barely on the sides, just like we did the other one. It's kind of thick at the bottom, so if you start a little bit farther up, it'll be easier to cut. So, and there we go. And then we're going to cut just a little bit off the other side. I'm going to start that way. There you go. And then, as you can see, we have cut apart our bag. And then I'm just going to cut it off down here. We're going to do some more cutting on this. We're going to put something behind it so that it'll show up better. So this card is going to look, where's the other card? So this is not my design. This one, I actually saw someone else do that. So we're going to put some yellow cardstock behind this. So we're going to do that. First, we're just going to attach that, and then I have a piece of Whisper White for the base of my card. This one is cut 4 1/4 inches by 11. It's scored at 5 1/2, which is right in the middle, and folded. Then I have a piece of Daffodil Delight, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4. and a piece of Blackberry Bliss that is 3 3/4 by 5, so they will fit right on top. And then this is a piece that I believe is 3 inches. I'm going to measure it and tell you because I don't remember. That is actually 3 1/4 inches. And we're actually going to make it shorter, so, but I'm going to put this on first. I think it's just easier to cut once I've glued it all together. So I'm actually going to adhere this to the back. I am going to, what do I do with it? There it is. A little on here, a little down at the bottom. Along the sides. Not going to worry about the middle part, because it'll be stuck on. It's not going to go anywhere. Because we are going to do a little cutting off quite right. And that is actually, I should have written this down because I don't quite remember how many inches it was. And it is about 3 1/8 inch, so we're just going to cut this just a teeny bit off the side here so it makes it straight. Let's see. And we're going to cut a teeny bit off this side. I'm going to straighten it up on the other side where I know it's straight. And then I'm going to make it we're going to cut some off the bottom. Oh gosh, I cut my whole thing off. So I'm gonna have to do that again. Yep, I'm gonna do that again. All right, hold on. That was not planned, but I have extra bags, so I'm okay. So we're just going to cut it again. So now you know what happens when you're doing something live and you make a mistake. You just keep right on going. So we're just going to cut that off. And I'm going to go get another piece of yellow paper, so I will be right back. So I'm going to cut this piece first, the size I want it, and then I don't have to worry about putting the other piece of card on it. All right. So I just trimmed it off so that there's a little bit here, and I actually want it to be right about I want it to be, hello, let me figure out how tall I want it to be. About 4 3/4. So I'm going to cut it off a little bit here. So I have enough room to write on the bottom, or stamp on the bottom. So we're actually going to cut this right now. So there we go. I'm going to get it right the first time. So I'm just cutting the cardstock even with the paper, and there we go. So it's not really measuring, it's more eyeballing. So now I'm going to attach these again, and we're going to start over. Okay, let me do it this way. I'm going to just line them up and then lay it right on top. There we we go. And if you have any little extra, I'm just going to trim it right off. Even, trimming it even with the paper, because I know the paper's even. If it's not, the other one is not even on the back, that's okay. Because you're not going to see the back anyway, so. Just trim it so I have it even there. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp on it. One of the other stamps that came with this stamp set says "You light up my life." Since these are fireworks, it's kind of a perfect saying. So we're going to stamp that. Just going to flip it upside down. Okay. Put it on here so I kind of think it's straight. My Blackberry Bliss ink. This is the ink that actually the color that comes with the kit. Just gonna do a little stamping down there. I'm going to add a couple here. Good, 5's good, 7's good. For some reason it looks better with odd numbers. And then I'm going to put one of these little stars right in the middle. Like that, and then I'm just gonna layer all my layers together. I am going to put that on with dimensionals because you know I like dimensionals. So we're gonna do that. Okay, hope you're hanging with me. We're almost done. So of course we only made one of each, plus these two alternate ideas, but you can easily make the other ones in your kit anytime you want. And then I'm just going to attach that with some adhesive. Get that off there. It's going to go kind of right in the middle. And then that's just going to go right onto our card. And then we'll be done. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this. I hope you've gotten a couple ideas of something that you can do with the other things in your kit. Remember, you can always use these stamps anytime for any other cards you're doing. That's what's kind of fun about the, here's your two alternates. What's kind of fun about the kit is you always have extra pieces. So you can make lots more cards. I only used not even one whole sheet, and there are 4 of them. So I still have 3 sheets that I can make lots of cards with, and extra cards. So there you go. So those are the 2 alternates, and let's bring back the other ones so you can, and these are the other things that came with the kits. And these are the little bags. So there you go. Those are all the things that you can make with this one kit. It's a Paper Pumpkin kit. And next month they will have a new kit. The kit for August is You Are My Hero. And it's a kit that you can make cards for the everyday people in your life that help you in your life. The grocery store clerk, the post office guy, the lady that cuts or guy that cuts your hair. Just people that are service industry that we just don't tend to recognize as doing essential jobs because, you know, let's face it, hair cutting is an essential thing. I think most people found that out when they couldn't get their hair cut for a while. So there you have it. There's your Paper Pumpkin kit. Hope you had a good time, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Good night.